Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Youth Network. I do hope you're having a good day. Thank you for joining me today. Please feel free to subscribe, to share this video, like, and leave your comments. I would love to hear from you. So, our topic for today is under the overarching theme core values, and we are talking today about positive attitude. There's a popular saying, your attitude determines your altitude. It sounds cliche, but it is a very true statement. Why? Because attitude is everything. It simply is everything. Skill, it's good to have skill, it's good to have knowledge, but if you have the wrong attitude, no amount of skill and knowledge will get you the results that you really desire. So, what is a positive attitude? What is it? A positive attitude is really the way that you feel or the way you think about situations. So, when you have a positive attitude, you see the glass half full instead of half empty. A positive attitude is a can-do attitude. Even if you don't know about what you need to be doing, you're willing to learn. Why? Because you have a positive attitude. A positive attitude will help you to see further than most people because you're not just focused on present challenges, you're looking at opportunities as well. So a positive attitude is just something that brings light into dark situation. It's because you're thinking from a positive place, you're thinking about opportunities, you're thinking about the lessons that you can learn, you're able to bring light into dark situations. So that's just the general overview of what a positive attitude is. Why should you have a positive attitude? What are the benefits to you as an individual? Well, most people like to hang out with people who are positive. So if you have a positive attitude, you're more likely to provide more opportunities for people around you. You're more likely to connect with people who are able to get you to the next level because they like your attitude, they like the atmosphere that you bring into their environment. People are more likely to want to hang out with you, to want to do business with you, to want to play with you, live with you, be with you, if you carry a positive attitude, if you bring a light to any situation that you are faced with. It's also a benefit health-wise because if you're always thinking negative thoughts, that can have a negative impact on your health. But if you choose to think positively, even about negative situations, just by thinking positively, you can actually hasten your recovery process. Okay? Another benefit of having a positive attitude is that it stretches you. Where most people would stop, where most people would give up, you are keen and intense on looking for a way. Because you see the glass as half full, you know that there must be a solution. It's just that you haven't found it yet. So a negative person would be inclined to just stop and say, you know what, forget it. There's no way this can be solved. But if you're a positive person and you have a positive attitude, you are solution driven, you're solution oriented. If you don't know the answer, you set about finding the answer. You set about looking for the silver lining even in very dark situations where there are clouds of misunderstanding and clouds of frustration and sadness. You as a positive person, you are always looking for a lesson to learn. You're looking for some way to be stronger from that experience, and that can only be done if you cultivate a positive attitude. If you're a positive person, you will undoubtedly come across more opportunities because, like I said, people will want to do business with you because of your attitude. So how can you cultivate a positive attitude? One way to cultivate a positive attitude is to be around people who are positive. Just be around them. watch them, learn from them, and before you know it, their attitude will start to rub off on you. If you hang about with negative people, eventually their thought patterns will just rub off on you. The same thing applies to being in the midst and the presence of positive people. You may have gone in there with a negative mindset, but if you stay with enough positive people, eventually, if you are willing, of course, eventually you'll begin to observe the way that they live their lives. You'll begin to observe the results that they have. And if you compare their results with your results, if you compare their outlook on life with your outlook on life, if you compare their health with your health, if you compare their demeanor with your demeanor, then surely you will certainly find that there are things that you can glean from the positive-minded individual. And to just by being in their presence, you start to become more positive yourself. You start to learn about how to practice this attitude, how to be a positive person. And then that leads me to the next one. Just practice, just do it. You may feel negative about a situation, you may have negative feelings, but take positive action anyway. So if in the past you had a negative feeling and you were inclined to take negative action, this time go ahead and have those negative feelings if you must, but take positive action. What you will find is that the more you do that, the more you contradict your action with the way you feel, eventually the actions that you'll take will persuade you, and before you know it, those negative feelings will have to leave you, and you start to obtain and to have a more positive outlook on life. Okay, so just practice, hang out with people who are positive, learn from them, and practice. It's not going to come just by osmosis. You have to go out there and think positively, speak positively, and just be positive. It takes practice. When you watch people around you, initially you may not necessarily think like them, but when you watch them, you start to learn the way that their thought patterns work, and you start to take lessons from that to apply to your own life. But I highly recommend a positive attitude because it will take you much further than a negative attitude. And that's a quote from Zig Ziglar. Positive attitude won't make you fly a plane if your natural training is to help the sick as a doctor. You're not going to be able to fly a plane, but if you cultivate that positive attitude, you will be able to handle a lot of the obstacles that you face in your life and help other people handle their obstacles as well. Okay, so these are my thoughts for you today. Please feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, from my heart to yours, do take it easy. Bye.